Okay guys, so I thought you might find it a little bit tricky, so I'm just going to talk you through it. We're going to be looking at encryption on class, and do look on the thing link. I'll show you where that is in just a second. Okay, but we are looking at encryption this week, and this is the next step in our data representation. Remember, to encrypt something is to jumble it up. So if we look at this presentation, it's really linked with sensitive data. If you think about having to keep websites secure, especially if you're logging onto a bank or insurance or something like that, somewhere where you want to keep all your details private, you want to keep them secure because you don't want anybody else to be able to log on to your stuff and steal your money or whatever. Okay, so these are the terms that you need to learn. Encryption terminology. So we've got plain text, and that's the original message. So if I was going to send you a message to say, meet me on Google Meet at 10 o'clock today, that would be my original message. The cipher text would be the jumbled up message that got sent. Then if we say that we have turned the plain text into cipher text, we've applied some kind of formula or process, and that is known as encryption. Now, quite often we use something as a key to encrypt. So it's a sequence of numbers used to encrypt or decrypt data using a mathematical formula. And then how we apply that formula is called the encryption algorithm. So that might sound a little bit complicated, but if you look at the next slide, we've got a message there. So it's just box 345. We apply the algorithm, and basically what happens is applying that algorithm jumbles it all up. And that means that if somebody was to intercept that message, they don't really know what the original message was. And that can help make things a lot more secure. Now, obviously, that's quite a straightforward, simple one, and some of them can get quite complex in reality. Okay, so the first cipher shift was used by Julius Caesar. He used to use it to send messages to his generals. And basically all he did was shift the letters in the alphabet by a certain number. And he actually used a cipher wheel to help him. And he used to actually have a metal cipher wheel that he used. Okay, and each letter is replaced by the letter N positions further on or back in the alphabet. I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so there it is. So this is a shift of 2. So basically now if he's got a letter A, it would be a C. Or if it was a C, it would be an E, or an F, it would be an H. So if we look at this, it says decode. So E is going to be G, and so on. Okay, so you can decode those long messages just by looking across. Okay, now there are some questions on this, but all I want you to do is to actually use a Caesar cipher for your name and the phrase, I love Salters. Now I'm just going to stop that now, show you where the stuff is here. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to click on when you go onto Google Classroom is this. Now it says media not available, but when you click through, it should take you through to that picture. If you start with 1, that takes you to a YouTube video, then obviously go to 2. That gives you a little bit more idea. Okay, there's a couple of images there of the process I've just described. Okay, and then there is more links. So do work your way through that first, because once you have watched the videos, you'll find it straightforward. There's the notes and questions. There's the cipher wheel I've talked about. So if you go to this, you can actually do this electronically. So you can move the wheel around, okay, however many positions you want. Okay, and that should set you on your way. Okay, so everything is there for you that you need on Google Classroom. Read everything, and then if you can complete the tasks that I've set for you on Salters Live.